Morning, guys. Morning. I feel like I'm off center. Good morning, though. Good morning. I have a little bit of coffee. In my NASA mug, which makes me really want to go back to Huntsville really badly because my bestie lives in Huntsville and I miss her. And I think I'm going in the spring because somehow, by some crazy conception of time shifting, her oldest, my goddaughter, is graduating high school this year. I haven't aged a day, so I don't know how that's happening. Also, I am a ride or die Go Blue fan. Don't talk to me about last Saturday's game. I ride for blue until I die. I don't care if we're terrible this year. I'm still going to support my team. What are we here to talk about today, though? If you may have guessed by my thumbnail, I got some new bookies. It's a baby haul, a mini haul, if you would. But they're both new releases that I was really excited about. And I've been wanting for a while, and I ended up picking them up this weekend. My husband actually got them for me. So, let's talk about it. Daydream by Miss Hannah Grace. Top shelf over there, you'll find the rest of the series. Icebreaker is the first book in the Maple Hills series, and the second book in the Maple Hills series is called Wildfire. This is number 3, Daydream. All of the gentlemen from these books play hockey together at Maple Hills, and that is kind of the connecting thing throughout, but they have some very nice strong female characters as well. This book is way heavier on the romance and relationship building than it is spice. I will say this is the least spicy. I am on page 289. I have that much left to read. This is the least spicy of the 3 books. So, Icebreaker, I think, was the spiciest, then Wildfire, and now Daydream is way more on the romance side of things. Henry, our main character, is on the spectrum, so that may be why. But yeah, so I've really enjoyed it. It is not my favorite of the 3. I'm going to be honest with you, I think Wildfire may have been my favorite of the 3, but I really loved Icebreaker. This is good, though. Henry is a sweetie, an absolute cutie patootie. We stan Henry. So almost done with that one, and I just got it like yesterday. And then my next read will be the new Lexi Ryan, Beneath These Cursed Stars. So, if you've read The Hollow Vows, like that duology, These Hollow Vows, I raved about them back in February. If you want to find out my favorite Lexi Ryan reads, around Valentine's Day, I got them for Valentine's Day. I think it's These Hollow Vows and These Broken Bonds, or something like that. It's a duology. But this is in the same world. I do not think it's a, sequel, like a book 3 in a series. But this is in the same world. We met at least this character in the These Hollow Vows book. I believe this is a new male character, but then we're also seeing a gentleman that looks slightly different on the back. And if you remember, it was a love triangle in the first 2, These Hollow Vows books. So I am interested to see if this gentleman and this gentleman are the same gentleman. See, he's got a beard and he's a little bit broader there, where this looks like a little bit more of a petite gentleman. I think those are different gentlemen. I'm excited to find out. This will be my next read. And then I also, because, I'm generally reading something on every format. I have a physical book on my desk at work or on my couch. I have a audiobook going in the car, and I have like something on my Kindle. Typically what I'm reading on my Kindle is very light. Like I can step away from it and pick it back up and have no issues. Just because sometimes my husband goes to bed way earlier than me and he likes to have it dark. He doesn't want lights on, so I can't read my physical book. So I'm flipping through my Kindle at nighttime. Or if I wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning and I can't sleep, it's Kindle. Those are Kindle hours. I would not usually wake up the whole house by like coming out here, turning on lights. That would wake the dogs. In order to read my physical book. I sometimes do, though. I've done that before at like 4 in the morning. I've come out here because I couldn't sleep and just sat on the couch and read my physical book. Anywho, what I said all that for was to tell you that on Audible, I'm currently listening to Drop Dead by Lucy Chu. I've only started, I started it on the school run this morning. So I've only 2 or 3 chapters into it. But I do plan to do a little bit of driving this weekend. So hoping to get more of that read. And it's cute to start out. I like it's very much they're young lady's an obituary writer, and then they go to a haunted house. They're rivals, probably to lovers. It's got a nice fall vibe, and that's what I'm about right now, is all the fall vibes. I want to do a video on my favorite fall reads. I want to do a video on all the books I refuse to accept any criticism for, like my goats. I want to do a video on my goats for sure. That is coming soon. I'm trying to organize my thoughts because I read a lot of books. So to say goat, that's something else. I have a few over there on my shelf. Some of them controversial. Some of them people would agree with me with. The most controversial is probably the one right there with the dragon in front of it. Because people hate that book. You either love that book or you hate that book. But I will never forget the feelings that book gave me. Golly, it's been a year and some change ago now. But that book really set me on a path with dragons. So, 100% it's one of my goats. But I'm going to have that video up for you guys super soon. I just, like I said, need to organize my thoughts. I don't know if I have physical copies of all of my goats. I might. If not, I might be taking a Barnes & Noble trip, because I should. And I'm going to try and not make it too Sanderson heavy. That is my goal. But I love you guys so much. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week. End because it's Saturday, and a great week next week. And thanks so much for liking, subscribing, sharing, joining me, caring about my book haul. And I'll see you guys with a goated book video very soon.